All right. Because I only have so much time to spend on these slides here, I'm not going to spend much time on the first slide here. Ultimately, you've seen the definitions of scale and scale drawing, and if not, you have your option, you have the ability and the time to read these slides right here at your own discretion. I just want to focus on some of the problems that pertain to this. Before I go into those, what I want to talk about is that you realize I'm calling this lesson 7. This lesson 7 is with a different textbook from what you are normally using during the school year. And so what you see is that with what we did with our current textbook, we got to what you see right here right off the bat. Whereas this other textbook I've been experimenting with, you've had like 6 different classes to build you up to this. And so hopefully when you do some of the problems that follow, or when you see the examples, you'll feel even more adept at being able to solve them. That being said, let me look at the first problem here. All right, so here's a practice problem. We're at Lafayette Park, and this is the map. And the map is like only 7 inches by 9 inches. And we're told that, hey, 1 inch equals 200 feet. And so we want to know what the actual dimensions of the park are. Well, when we look at it, right, we know that 1 inch equals 200 feet. And so, I don't think I'm going to be using any pen marks here. So I'm just going to close this part right here. And so what you're going to see here is you can see the 1 inch to 200 feet. Well, we want to know what the 9 inches is. So 1 inch equals 9 inch. Well, how many feet is that? Well, if we know 1 times 9 equals 9 inches, well, again, maintaining similar fractions. So 200 times 9, 1,800 feet. And so here we've solved for the length. Now we got to talk about the width there of the park. We'll go to the next slide for that, right? So we know that the width is 7 inches. Well, if 1 inch equals 200 feet, well, 1 times 7 equals 7. Oh, geez. There's a little glitch in my presentation, which I'll fix that when you see the actual slide. You see it right here on the video. So you get a little blooper here. But 1 times 7 is 7 inches, and so 7 inches is 1,400 feet. So let's move to our next one here. Now, up until now, like I said, when we deal with whole numbers, you guys are very good with whole numbers. But when we bring in fractions and decimals, that's when you guys have your very tough time. And so we're going to be solving these using decimals and fractions. So you can just get very adept at doing them. So we're going to say, hey, we have a scale where half an inch equals 125 feet. So we want to know what the dimensions of this park are now. We'll just pretend it's a different Lafayette Park in a different city or something. So we have 9 1/4 by 7 3/4. So first we want to find out what the 9 1/4 inches is. Well, 9 1/4. 1/4 the same thing as saying 25 hundredths. And so if a half inch equals 9 25 hundredths, well, we got to figure out what times half an inch equals 9 25 hundredths. And so we have to divide 9 25 hundredths by 5 tenths. And we realize that's 18 and a half. And so if we multiply the right here by 18 and a half to get 9.25, then we're going to multiply the bottom 125 feet by 18 and a half. And so we get our length there of 2,312 and a half feet, or 2,312 feet and 6 inches, if you want to get down to the nitty gritty. Let's talk about our width. And once again, the width we'll approach from a fraction mindset. So a half inch equals 7 3/4. Well, how many times does a half inch fit into 7 3/4? Well, 7 3/4 divided by 1/2. Well, change this to an improper fraction, which is 31 over 4, divided by 1/2. Keep, change, flip. And so we realize, okay, 31 times 2 is 62. 4 times 1 is 4. 62 divided by 4, 15 and a half. So we're going to multiply a half by 15 and a half to get 7 3/4, and 125 by 15 and a half to get 1,937 and 6 inches. All right. Well, I got 11 seconds left. 9 out here.